to the CEO chat. I'm your host today, CD Ali Fatima Nabila. If you are just joining us, do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at Official Aspheric News on Facebook, at Aspheric News on Instagram, and at Aspheric News on Twitter. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to our YouTube, Aspheric TV. Today with me in the studio is Miracle Newman, the CEO, a catering service.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you
We're
for
glad
having
to
me.
have you.
Thank
So
you.
she's a food vendor, and she will tell us a bit about her business in a bit. So please do tell us about your business.
Okay, thank you again for having me. My name is Miracle Newman, and I'm actually a food vendor and I run an online kitchen for the moment, and I love cooking. I mean, everything cooking just gives me joy, and I literally just want to put my passion out there and also make money out of it. It's a passion, and it's something that I also want to make money out of, and it's been going very well, and we hope for more growth.
Okay.
Yes.
That's lovely to hear. So is your business a passion or a hobby?
It's actually a passion first of all. I love cooking. Whenever it is I'm in the kitchen, my eyes just lit up because that's the favorite part of the house for me. I mean, literally, growing up those days, I'm the first child. I loved to be in the kitchen with my mom. I love to cook. I love to make sure that everything is being done the proper way. And then again, when it comes to making new recipes, that is when you know that you are passionate about creating something more than just what you know before. So I love creating new recipes, trying out new things in the kitchen. And
So people say food is art.
yeah.
Do you agree? And how do you express yourself?
Yes, food is art, pure art. I love the fact that you can be able to appeal to someone's nature. You can be able to appeal to people's sense of belonging by the type of food they have to eat, by the way you make food appealing to people. First of all, they say the eyes first of all eats before the mouth gets to eat. Food is really art. For someone to eat your food, it has to be appealing. Food is also something that enables us, go do our daily activities. If you don't eat, you don't get to do nothing. So before it gets to the stomach, first of all, whoever is having that has to appeal to the person first of all.
That's true.
Yeah.
So cooking for some people is like therapy.
Yeah.
What would you say is the secret ingredient to your cooking?
Yes, the secret ingredient for me is love. Like you just love. You just pour in so much love into what you're doing. Like I like to say, I make love to food. Food is making love. You're pouring your whole heart, your soul into what you're doing, and that is why I can say I love what I'm doing. Making food for me is more of pouring my heart and soul, giving my best, everything I have to give to make sure that food turns out well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's so beautiful. When and how did you establish your business?
Okay, that was in 2020 during COVID.
Okay.
Actually, I used to work with a private firm for like 4 years. So when COVID-19 came, it shut down our company. So I thought to myself, you can cook, so why don't you just start doing something for yourself? And by God's grace, I started doing that, and
we're here.
Yeah, it blew.
We're here, but professionally, what did you study? Like, did you ever think at any point you were going to
My God,
business?
No.
All of that.
No. I studied theatre arts in school.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're bringing all the drama, all the creativity from school into your cooking.
I promise.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
We like that.
Yeah.
But is the food vending business lucrative?
It is actually. It is. For the past two years now, it's been bliss. Because people get to order food and they have value for what they're ordering for the money they're paying.
So they keep
coming back. Yes, they keep coming back. We have repeat customers.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
So as a food delivery and bulk order service, what are the major challenges that you face?
Okay, sometimes I have a problem with the delivery guys, the people who go to deliver food and all that. Yeah, dispatch riders.
I hear that.
Oh God.
Both on and off the road.
I'm telling you.
Because a lot of you find out.
Some of them are not trained. Some of them are not trained to handle delivery services, logistics services. Some of them are not trained. They just come in and they're looking for jobs and they just, But at the end of the day, we are doing well, actually.
So they are your biggest challenge.
Yes.
What have you done to curb that challenge or to, limit it?
Well, we have specific people now who handle our deliveries, people who are professionals to the core, who do our deliveries. Now, we don't just use anyhow or any person just to do deliveries. We go out for people who are professionals now to handle our dispatch deliveries and logistics.
Okay, that's beautiful. So how is the current situation of the economy affecting your business?
Wow. Everybody just knows that, Fatima, that this economy is something else. But by God's grace, we are here. Now, the idea has always been that because we all know that foodstuff in the market literally went up 100%. Like, it's crazy out there. But then at the end of the day, it impacts if we are selling a tub of 3 liters of soup before last year for probably 15,000. This year, we're selling at 25,000 for 3 liters of soup. Yes, that is how much this economy has impacted the food business. It went up. I mean, the inflation at this point has literally made this some of the things that were on sale cheaper before now become quite expensive. But at the end of the day, like I said, we deliver value. Value is what we do. Value, because at the end of the day you're paying me money and you expect value on whatever it is you're paying for.
With the change in price recently of things, obviously entrepreneurs generally have to also up their prices on their own end.
Exactly.
Because of cost of production and whatnot.
Yeah.
How have your customers reacted or adjusted to this change? Because I know it's huge.
Yes.
Having to pay twice the amount you used to pay for something.
Exactly. Well, some have adjusted with us. Some have said, okay, hey Miracle, I trust you. I know you're doing very well and I know you're handling issues. I know you're handling your business very well, so we are going to support you. Whatever it is, we know you're going to deliver on value. So they keep coming back. But some have said, oh, well, literally the way it's going now, maybe we'll go for, I don't really stop people, because I know what I offer, I know what I can, what I bring to the table. So I really don't stop people. If you find somewhere it's quite cheaper for you, why don't you
by all means,
please, by all means, yes.
I'm a firm believer as well of, if you know the value of what you bring to the table, it's okay to price it.
Yes.
You will always get your customers.
Yes, and they'll stick with you.
Exactly. So how do you handle customer relations? Because generally in a business like that, you get to meet people on a daily basis. You get to meet and speak with different people, and people talk.
Yeah.
People do not mind their tone sometimes. People do not mind their words, So you personally and to your staff, how have you extended, how will I say, how have you extended these core values of how to go around customers that try to be difficult?
Yes, like I said before, everybody mustn't have the same ideology. Like the way you think, your perspective doesn't have to be the same with everybody, and we respect that. And like we said in business, the customer is always right. So we always try to put the needs of our customers first, no matter the tone of voice, and we always try to see how we can adjust and accommodate everybody's ideas and grievances and try to resolve that amicably. My thing has always been deliver value and let the person say, okay, we are open always to constructive criticisms. Someone can say, okay, hey, there was quite a lot of pepper in this, maybe next time, or there was a lot of oil in this, maybe next time. there are ways we can always just, and I haven't encountered anybody who was difficult on my own end, but I know people who have, other food vendors who say, okay, some people are being hard and all that, and if for any reason I get in contact with anybody who's being quite rude or being tough, about my business, I can always just say, sir, ma, how do we move forward from here? How can I help? Let's just tone it down and see how we can just help each other and just navigate this. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. So as a hard-working entrepreneur, obviously, because for people that are into food businesses, being a CEO or entirely being an entrepreneur means you are the sauce mixer, recipe builder, recipe tester. That's a lot of stress on your path.
Yeah.
What do you do to de-stress? How do you de-stress personally?
Oh, I love to watch series.
Okay.
Whenever I'm done cooking and I want to just distress, because I'm quite an introvert. I'm highly introverted. You really, hardly see me out there except for, even when I'm going to the market, I try to cover myself a whole lot. I cover, and I'm coming to the TV station. I'll probably, coming to see someone is going to make me come out, but hardly do I even come out. So when I want to distress, I try as much as I can to see series. I love watching series, a whole lot of series. I can stay indoors and watch series for morning, day, nights, if I'm not cooking. So that's just it for me.
That's good to know. But I feel like sometimes when you have to work and you see your peers like out there living it up, don't you feel like a certain type of way?
Honestly,
a certain type of pressure. Or like, do you feel envious of your other counterparts that just have to work a 9 to 5 and then when they're done, that's it? Because I know if you're a CEO, the job never stops
at all. It doesn't.
Round and round.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So.
Oh well, I really don't want to use the word envy because what is joyful for another person might not be joyful for me. It's just who I am. I'm just laid back. I'm just free, So, literally for me, I just feel like being me is quite weird. I'm quite weird. I don't know if anybody notices, but I know that I'm weird. And I love my weirdness.
I think it's not even about being weird at this point. I think it's about being unique.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that perspective.
It's everybody's a person of their own. So what works for A might not work for B. And that's totally okay because you're allowed to be you.
Yes.
Because that's your superpower. Like, else can be you. So you get what I mean?
That's true.
But this was a nice chat. Before I let you go, I would like for you to, give a word or two to aspiring entrepreneurs. That's one. Existing entrepreneurs, and even people that are watching generally. Like, what advice would you give to a young entrepreneur, like struggling, seeing their friends maybe progress, or them having setbacks in their businesses? What advice would you give to them?
Well, first of all, God first. God first in everything you want to do. Commit your ways to God first of all. For me, it's always God first. Then secondly, be passionate about what you're doing. If your heart is not in it, if you don't love what you're doing, there is no need. So I just prefer someone who goes for God first and then puts in the passion, put in the work, and let the universe meet you halfway. You're putting in the work and you're pushing, like they say, carry your business like gala on your head. It's very important because nobody will feed you, and when you go begging people, that is when you know how horrible human beings can be. So you try as much as you can to stand on your own, and when people see you're standing on your own, they can support business. Okay, this person is doing something, of course, let's throw our weight behind. Yes, let's throw our weight behind this. People will always come. Business, your customers will come to you. There are people who God has sent to you, your own people. It's a must. They must really, really locate you. Just put God first, and again, passion. And the universe just works itself out.
So say, for example, you can't meet up a target.
Yeah.
For a very big client.
Okay.
How do you go about handling?
Well,
or there's a hindrance along the way and it causes you to not be able to meet up. What kind of solution would you prefer?
Well, what I will always do in cases where I probably am overbooked and and orders keep coming in, I'll just tell the customer that I'm sorry, it's a pity we can't get across to you, we can't deliver to you because of XAYZ and things we already probably he came late, because normally I really tell people 24 hours gives me time to plan myself. Yes, so please, if you want to make orders, try as much as possible to do 24 hours before then. But if you come impromptu, that is when we have probably we can't handle your orders because we already we have backlogs of orders that are waiting to go out, and we now say please maybe next time, and they'll understand because
it's better to tell the truth.
Yeah, of course. We can't.
Okay.
Maybe next time.
So, finally, I want to say, where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
Oh, God willing, I would want my business to be so big that in Abuja, a catering service is known as the #1 catering service that handles top events, talk of presidential inaugurations, high-end events in Abuja, the go-to place for all your catering needs, the one-stop shop for all your catering needs in Abuja is a catering service. Yeah, it's going to be huge, huge.
Okay, so how do I coin it for you? So with the current situation of the economy and where your business is, like the heights you've attained, are you looking to expand and open like a virtual space in time?
Yes. I'd love to have a place of my own. It's a dream, and of course one day it's going to be a reality very soon, very, very soon. I'd love to have people walk in, I could give them a hug, hey, welcome to my space.
Like finally I did.
Yes, finally. Yeah.
Well, we're rooting for you.
Thank you.
We are looking forward to that.
Thank you.
So lastly, what do you think you could have done differently when starting your business?
Oh well, I started with social media, but I didn't. I think social media is the fastest means now to put yourself out there, to put your business out there. It gets to people on a new day you don't see or walk around you every day. You might have people one-on-one, but then there are other people who you do not even know that need your services. That is why social media is very important. For me, I didn't start with social media. I started with people. I started talking to people, probably individuals, and But when we got into social media, and by the grace of God, we were getting all those. Yes, of course, from people who didn't even like.
But with social media, what are the challenges? Have you had like customers order and not come pick up or not come pay? Stuff like that.
With social media, sometimes it gets to places beyond Abuja. Someone has said, we need this, so, okay, deliver to Oba. I'm like, no, please. I am based in Abuja. So the person now, so that's the challenge with social media. The person might even know where they are sending. Okay, we are just picking things that he wanted on DM on Instagram. He said, okay, so we're delivering to, send your account number, delivering to Oba. I said, oh, sorry, sir, no. I'm in Abuja. So that's the challenge with social media. Yes.
Social media.
So it's just us around there. But then again, I want to chip in something, Fatima, please. We can travel.
Okay.
Not to do huge events like wedding, campaigns,
retirement parties.
Exactly. We can travel.
For your business. Yes. And I hope your customers see this.
Yes.
They know, and then they can, do the needful.
Yeah.
Well, guys, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at official Aspheric News on Facebook, at Aspheric News on Twitter and Instagram. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Aspheric TV. Today we had Newman, and it was fun having her here. this is sadly where we have to wrap up the show.
Same here.
We do hope to have you sometime again.
Sure.
With so much progress and
Sure.
growth.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you
on
so
the
much,
show.
Fatima. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As usual, this is the CEO Chat, and I'm your host, Sidi Ali Fatima Nabila. Until next time, thank you.
Cheers.